The video you are about to see will show America's newest covered bridge under construction and give a brief history of covered bridges around the world. Located in Ashtabula, Ohio, the longest covered bridge in America is scheduled for completion for the dedication ceremony on August 26, 2008. The new covered bridge will exceed 600 feet in length and has yet to be named. The structure towers over the Ashtabula River more than 80 feet and will be the fourth longest covered bridge in the world. The construction began 2 years ago at a cost of $8 million federal, state, and local dollars. Ashtabula County, the state's largest, is located in northeastern Ohio on the Pennsylvania border. The county has a total of 17 covered bridges, including this newly constructed record breaker. There will be pedestrian walkways along the bridge. A footbridge is going to be built at the base of the structure to allow for foot traffic to traverse the river. The structure will have a steel roof and treated lumber siding with portals along each side. The bridge has a capacity to carry all legal highway loads, including tractor-trailer rigs. It is interesting to note that the American Indian named the Ashtabula River, and it translates into River of Many Fish. The new bridge surpasses the previous first-place holder in America by more than 150 feet. The Cornish-Windsor Bridge is on the Vermont-New Hampshire border over the Connecticut River. It is 452 feet in length. The first covered bridge in America was built in 1804 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. By 1870, there were 3,500 bridges in Ohio and over 10,000 throughout the United States. Currently, there are just over 800 covered bridges in America. All covered bridges in America are numbered by a system devised by an Ohioan in 1953. John Deal chaired the Ohio Covered Bridge Committee. Since then, the national and international covered bridge communities have adopted the system. The longest bridge on Earth, the Heartland Bridge, is located in New Brunswick, Canada. It spans almost 1,300 feet over the St. John River. The first covered bridge in Europe was built in Lucerne, Switzerland. The Chapel Bridge was built originally in 1333. It was partially destroyed by fire, but since has been rebuilt. The Chapel Bridge stretches across the Ruse River and is used today as a pedestrian bridge only. The Chapel is ranked the second longest bridge at 673 feet. The third longest covered bridge, the Rhein Bridge in southern Germany, crosses into Switzerland. At 656 feet, it is used for foot traffic as well. Covered bridges were very prevalent starting in the 14th century in Europe. Some bridges were very unique, with structures built in the center and used for anything from medieval prisons and torture chambers to art museums and places of worship. Europe still holds the number 2 and number 3 records of the longest bridges in the world. There are many stories about the history of covered bridges. The most common is that they were built to protect travelers during inclement weather. Other stories include a secluded place for lovers and protection during uprisings. The real reason for covered bridges was to protect the superstructure. The covered bridge lasts 3 times longer than the uncovered bridge. Some of the bridges built in the 14th century still have some of their original lumber. Ashtabula County is having their annual Covered Bridge Festival, October 13th and 14th. There will be tours of the covered bridges throughout the county. The new bridge is just a 15-minute drive off of Interstate 90. If you are driving through northern Ohio, take a little break to visit this history-breaking structure and the surrounding landscape. Other good locations to tour covered bridges are in Pennsylvania, Vermont, and Indiana.